Hello, everyone, and welcome to ChangeCockpit and ChangePilot's Microsoft Ignite news called the real news. Why do we call it the real news? It's only the real news, which means only news which were not public or announced before Book of News was released or the Ignite started, because we already announced many changes which are inside the Book of News. So that's, I say this is old news. We already announced these changes in ChangePilot, monthly changes I call as well in ChangeCockpit. So that's why we call it the real news. Okay, the source of this presentation is the Book of News, which was just released, which contains all announced changes during Ignite. We only talk about Microsoft 365 related updates, no Dynamics and no Azure, as we also do in ChangePilot, monthly changes I call, and in ChangeCockpit. And the goal is to fill the gap between all the Ignite news and what you already heard from monthly changes I call and ChangeCockpit. So you are up to date on everything. It should be a quick recap on what was announced, which you didn't already know anyway, because you attended our monthly calls. So the agenda, we have Copilot changes, we have Microsoft 365, these are regarding Entra ID, Intune and security, Office clients, mainly Edge changes, Windows and Windows 365 changes, Power Platform, and then just the dates of the upcoming events. We see it's mainly AI on Copilot focused as well as security focused. We don't even have a Teams change announced in here. So it's mainly about these topics. So let's move on to Microsoft 365 Copilot announcements of Ignite 2025. The real news. Okay, first one is Agent 365. Agent 365 will help you to manage and monitor all your growing number of user agents inside your tenant. It will combine technologies of Defender, Entra, and Purview, so you have everything under control and governance is set up and policies are working. This will be included in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. We see here there's a new section besides or underneath Copilot called Agents. In there is the overview, Agents 365 overview. And here you have all this information for Agent 365. This is currently all or should already be available for Frontier users or Frontier tenants. Then we have a chat update for unlicensed users. Unlicensed users got more and more features which only licensed users had access to. Now this continues. For one thing, it's Copilot chat in Outlook will be content aware. Till now, Copilot chat only could work on the currently selected email thread. Now it will be content aware for the full inbox, calendar, and meetings. So even without a license, you can ask Copilot chat in Outlook, please summarize all unread emails, as an example. Then agent mode in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. That's when Copilot chat can change content of the respective documents. That's called agent mode. This will now also be available for unlicensed users. Preview is in March 2026. Then Copilot Business, we have another SKU. First, we had for a long time now Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot as an enterprise SKU for $30 per user per month. Then, I think 2 months ago, we announced in the monthly update called the educational license for $18. And now for all SMB customers who are working with Microsoft 365 Business Basic, Standard, and Premium, we have a new add-on there called Copilot Business, which is available for $21 per user per month sometime in December. So it will be cheaper to have Copilot if you have SMB licensing, but still the cap applies of 300 licenses per tenant because it's the same for Microsoft 365 business licenses. Then We have 3 new agents available. Word, Excel, and PowerPoint agent. I've seen already 2 in my tenant. We see here the Word and the PowerPoint agent as well. Excel will be there soon. So these agents are here for you to help you, or they can create content in the respective applications directly from Copilot Chat. So you can task Copilot Chat to create a new Word document, and it will be able to do so. You will get then the Open in Word button in Copilot Chat, so to continue the work on the content. Then we have a Workforce Insights agent available in Frontier. This will help you and give you real-time insights into your teams inside your organizations. I'm talking not about teams. I'm talking about human teams. So you will see the organization, and you will see connections between roles, locations, and it should make or help you make data-driven decisions inside your org. So the goal is to ensure that the right people are in the right place with this agent. Then we have a sales development agent, which helps you to create an autonomous, or it's an autonomous agent, and it will help you to have an autonomous sales pipeline, like research, qualify, and engage your leads to help you revenue and pipeline growth. It will be scalable, and all security and governance applies within the Microsoft Trusted Security and Compliance Foundations, as we already have for Copilot. Then Work IQ gets an update. So Work IQ is the intelligent foundation for 365 Copilot agents and Copilot Chat. We get improvements, conversational memory in Copilot. Actually, it's just a new term for what we already announced in the last month, the conversational memory to retain the context and details across sessions. Even Word will know what you chatted in with Copilot in Excel as an example, and so on. This was announced 2 months ago. Then we can reason over structured metadata in SharePoint Online document libraries. That's basically the thing that's coming with the knowledge agent, which is able to extract information from unstructured SharePoint document libraries into metadata columns. And now this will be accessible also using Work IQ. Then that's, in my opinion, that's a big change. We get Sora, OpenAI Sora 2 video model into the create experience in Copilot. So we can create truly AI-generated videos from there, including video projects with tools for voiceover, music, and if you have integration of your brand kit. Notebooks get some new updates like the video overview. This will be in addition to the already existing audio overview, and this will present AI-generated summaries about the currently open Copilot notebook, but it will be a video overview. I'm very excited to see how this will work. I haven't seen it yet. So Copilot Chat can then create Copilot pages based on user intent. So you can create pages from chat. SharePoint Online will get the ability to create pages and lists directly from Copilot Chat. So you just mentioned these new agents at SharePoint List Agent, create a list for me, or SharePoint Page Agent, create a page for me, and it will do this for you, also available in Frontier. Then we have some management updates for Copilot. Baseline security mode is now generally available. This will secure your M365 environment using a guided experience. Actually, this was announced in the Copilot chapter, but it's way more than Copilot or securing Copilot. It's securing your whole tenant. You will have it in the settings, organization settings, in setup. You will find the baseline security mode. And in here, you see all recommendations, security recommendations, which applies to the whole tenant and other technologies, not only Copilot. As an example, block ID CRL protocol connections to SharePoint. Actually, this will be done anyway in the next weeks, but or then block access to Exchange web services and so on. So that's not really only Copilot related. So then next one is we will get an agent dashboard inside Viva Insights. This was Actually, this was announced back in October monthly call, but it was in the same chapter, so I referenced it here anyway. Then let's turn to Microsoft 365, or mainly Intune and security-related changes. Intune announcements, we will get the Change Review Agent, which will initially only help with Change Review Agent for multi-admin approval script requests. Perhaps not that important yet, but it will get better later with additional types of change requests, and then the Change Review Agent will help you there. You will get the policy configuration agent. You can ask Copilot to create a certain policy using inside Intune using natural language, or let's say you have a concept document how your Intune environment should look like and how the policy should look like. Just upload this document and this policy configuration agent should create the policies for you. Device offboarding agent helps you to or suggests devices to be removed, stale devices, and then we have remote Windows recovery using Windows recovery environment, Windows RE at scale. More on that later in the Windows part. Then we get new admin controls like admin tasks for centralized prioritized task list inside Intune Admin Center. You can define global maintenance windows regarding your updates. Let's say you have in December, you have a change freeze because of the end of year processing, then you can just define this maintenance window in Intune. Deployments, pause and resume options. This will be in preview in January, and Copilot in Intune will now include autopilot endpoint privilege management and advanced analytics skills, Copilot skills. This was in preview, was also already announced in the Change Insights call and reaches now GA. Then we get 12 new security Copilot agents. They didn't disclose which agents these are in the book of news. Probably you will find more information now under this link. This was not available yet when I recorded this update. Then now it gets, I think this could be exciting. Security Copilot will now be part and will be integrated into Microsoft 365 E5 SKUs. Till now, you had for Security Copilot, you had to have at least one SCU available, which costs at least $3,500 per month. Now this will be available for free if you have Microsoft 365 E5 SKUs already available for Frontier Security Copilot customers, and in 1 or 2 months, I think it will be available for all. Then we will get an interactive agent experience in preview, and the Security Store will be GA. Security Store is mainly a web page, securitystore.microsoft.com, where third parties can offer their fully integrated security solutions. So I would say happy shopping. Security dashboard for AI comes into preview. This is designed, or the audience are chief information security officers and AI risk leaders, and it will show to them the real-time AI posture and risk insights. So it's mainly management summary in there. Some Entra news, we have synced passkey support for Apple, Google, or other providers. So this will be very interesting because Microsoft is currently opening the environment. Passkeys are a very good thing from a security perspective, but currently all vendors are restricting their passkeys to their applications. Microsoft is opening the books now, even inside Windows for Windows Hello. So this is one part of it. And you will get a secure self-service account recovery with verified ID, face check, and government-issued ID, so you can recover your account using your passport and your face. That's quite an impressive feature, but for sure you would need verified ID to have. You would have to roll out verified ID in your tenant. Some Defender announcements: integration of Defender for cloud apps and GitHub in preview. Oh, thank you, Microsoft, in pre-release for this very great video we will see here. Actually, I can't see anything because it's so pixeled. Probably the one who took this video shouldn't play so much Minecraft. Anyway, posture management for serverless resources in Defender for cloud apps, because more and more companies go away from infrastructure as a service and into serverless resources. So Defender for Cloud Apps has to catch or is catching up there as well. Then we have unified posture management and threat protection for AI agent as part of the Agent 365, as we heard before. Unified security posture management in Defender for Cloud Apps with the cloud security dashboard and centralized asset inventory from Defender for Cloud Apps perspective as well. Then predictive shielding. So Defender will do automatic attack disruption with a prediction. It tries to predict what happens next using security graph and AI. And let's say it thinks, okay, next thing in the attack chain will change GPO change or disabling safe boot, and then it will implement just-in-time hardening actions to your environment, and you will get a threat hunting agent. The next topic is about Office clients or mainly Edge improvements. Edge will get a Copilot mode now in private preview, not yet in public. Agent mode is mainly a mode from Edge to have, or so that Edge can perform interaction on behalf of the currently logged on users, but only on IT approved websites. So AI agents can work on websites on behalf of a certain user. Then Copilot inspired new tab. This means you will have a new one intelligent box which combines Copilot search and Copilot chat. If you open a new tab, and you will get also daily briefing in there for your meetings, some mail summarization and so on. Multi-tab reasoning. If you ask Copilot or inside Edge, it will reason over all open tabs, and you will get also the intelligent browser history. So perhaps you remember, I searched something, or I found such a great page, but I have no idea anymore how I found it. So just ask using natural language your browser history, and it will retrieve pages back from 3 months. Actually, this is already announced back in August. Okay, and then you get integrated YouTube video summarization. This makes a lot of things easier for me. As an example, I have so many videos which I would like to watch, but unfortunately I have to work. So often I just summarize the video from YouTube using my preferred AI solution or GPT solution. And then I see if it's worth investing the time to watch this video or listen to this podcast. Now I get this integrated inside Edge. Now some management updates. Intune mobile application management protection in Edge will be extended to devices managed by other orgs. So if you have contractors working for you, you can still apply your MAM policies to them, even if they are managed in another environment. Cross-platform security policies can be configured in the Edge management service inside the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So you create a policy there and apply to Mac OS, iOS, Android, and Windows at the same time. Watermarking and clipboard controls will now come into preview. So based on your DLP and sensitivity labels, Copilot will watermark protected content, or at least it will show it to the user so that the user knows that this shouldn't be shared somewhere. Then enterprise preview, that's called if you are deploying Edge beta builds to your users, that's called now enterprise preview, and this will be easier, or you can now deploy these to using Edge management service. And to get the protected clipboard, you define your trusted boundary inside Edge work, and then you will be able to define if data on clipboard can be pasted inside this boundary, and you for sure don't want to have anything pasted outside of these boundaries. And these boundaries are managed web apps. So this is not between apps, it's between managed web apps. So you are able to paste sensitive content into Copilot work environment, but you can't do this into the ChatGPT as an example. So next up is Windows 365, or mainly Windows changes. First one, MCP integration for AI on Windows will enable agent connectors on Windows. So Windows agents, AI agents, Copilot agents there to complete tasks for end users with integrated connectors like File Explorer and Windows settings connectors. So an agent can, for example, change my Bluetooth settings. We will get an agent workspace that's also in private preview currently. This will enable an isolated environment on your computer, so a policy controlled environment, so that agents can interact with your software but in a controlled environment. Ask Copilot on the Windows taskbar. Copilot will be shell integrated control for Copilot and M365. So we see more and more Copilot and M365 Copilot will be deeply integrated into the operating system. And agents on the Windows taskbar. Then you can ask Microsoft 365 Copilot as action in Click to Do. Click to Do is available for Copilot Plus PCs. So if Click to Do detects or recognizes text or images, then you can send it directly to Copilot for further processing. And Microsoft 365 Copilot will be integrated in File Explorer Home. You get an improved Windows search using Microsoft 365 Federation. Just describe the content you're searching for using natural language, and then you have the search content there. And it's now possible for all users for Microsoft 365 Copilot content, but if you have a Copilot Plus PC, you can also search locally. Then writing assistance on Copilot Plus PCs, it will help you write text. You can also ask Copilot using Hey Copilot in Windows instead of using the Copilot key. You will get fluid dictation using fast voice typing, but also only on Copilot Plus PCs. And Narrator Magnifier will deliver a more natural experience as well only on Copilot Plus PCs. Then we get some new recovery features. I briefly discussed it before in the Intune section. So Microsoft currently has in Windows 11 the Windows Resiliency Initiative, WRI, for better recovery. I think that's because of the CrowdStrike outage. So Intune gets Windows recovery environment support, so you can boot your devices into the recovery environments to fix it. Point-in-time recovery to roll back devices within minutes into an old and functional state, or then a full cloud rebuild, like reinstall the whole Windows 11 remotely with Intune. Then this will combine different technologies like Intune Autopilot and Backup for Organization, which reached also GA, and to restore the configuration and to restore the data. We have OneDrive from a user perspective. And then some Windows 365 updates. That we have Windows 365 AI-enabled cloud PCs with AI integration and click-to-do functionality. So you also have these fancy new AI features in Windows, also on Windows 365, and not only on your local Copilot Plus PC. So basically a hosted Windows 365 Copilot Plus PC. Then Windows Reserve reached GA. That's let's say one of your employees has a crash PC. You need to reset up the whole PC. In the meantime, you give it a Windows Reserve environment, that's temporary cloud PC with your pre-installed organization applications. And Windows 365 Cloud Apps can now deliver only specific apps, not the whole Windows 365 experience, not the whole cloud PC based to your users. So you only have a published app from Windows 365. Some changes for Power Platform. Regarding Power Apps, you get a new Maker workspace in preview, which combines planning, data modeling, and app building. Power Apps has now the MCP server in preview. This connects your AI agents to logic and data, which are already defined inside your Power App. And you also have an updated agent feed. And then we have the unified Copilot chat experience in model-driven apps. So we also have the Copilot memory integrated there. Basically, Copilot chat will travel with your users to carry context from productivity and business apps. That's it for the Ignite updates, for the real news. Only the news which are new. We have the next monthly Change Insight call on November the 19th. Afterwards, the last one this year is on December the 17th. And here are the dates for next year. If you have questions about these changes or topic requests and so on, please contact me. And I'll thank you for watching. And I think we see you in the next monthly Change Insights call. Till then, goodbye.